So currently in America, there are 11 million illegal aliens. And this is such a large amount of people that we just can't ignore them. In the link below, you'll see an article that really talks about the demographics of the illegal immigration population here in America. 61% of them are from Mexico, and not surprisingly, most of them congregate right near the border where they illegally came through. So in some states, like Arizona and Nevada, these illegal aliens make up over 10% of the population. There are a ton of illegal aliens in this country, and we need to do something. So currently, how does our government deal with the illegal alien population? Well, in his first term, President Obama deported a record 1.5 million illegal aliens. And what's crazy about that is, he's actually pro-amnesty. Is this the right way to deal with the illegal alien problem? No, because deportation has many, many social costs. Specifically, I'm talking about the concept of anchor babies. So when two illegal aliens come here and have a child, the child is born in the United States. Therefore, that child is a legal U.S. citizen. So when we deport the illegal aliens, their kids get a stay. So we have a ton of children. Their families have been torn apart by the government, and they have nowhere to go. So where do these kids go? Well, they go to foster homes. And that is a major issue, because only 1 in every 2 children that lives in a foster home at some point in their lives is going to graduate high school. Only 1% of kids that live in a foster home are going to graduate college. Not only is our labor force going to be crippled, but foster home care for all these kids is an immense cost on the U.S. taxpayers. $9.3 billion a year is spent on foster care alone in the U.S. Some states like California spend $3 billion annually. And who foots this bill? The taxpayers. So deportation not only tears apart families, which isn't morally okay, but it also is an immense financial burden on you and I, and that's not fair. So what do we do with these 11 million people? We can either deport them or we can provide them with amnesty. But the first step we must do is we must close the border. Because no matter which method we choose to deal with the illegal alien population, it's going to cost a lot of money. So we got to secure the border first. Then what do? Well, we need to provide them amnesty. Amnesty pending that all illegal aliens come forward and pass a background check. We don't need to let any violent criminals stay in our country. But once they pass a background check, we give them full amnesty and make them legal U.S. citizens. So the first argument against providing amnesty to illegal aliens is that currently they're taking our jobs and are a drain on our economy. Now, as a college student trying to get a job, that's a big concern to me. This is true. I mean, a business can hire an illegal alien and pay them under minimum wage. So why are they going to hire you or I, a legal U.S. citizen, for $8 an hour when they can get the same job done for $4 an hour? And the U.S. government doesn't help because they don't have very strict penalties for businesses that do this. So there's really no incentive for businesses not to do this. They're just maximizing profits. I don't blame them for doing it. But how we solve this problem is providing amnesty. Because if we provide amnesty, all the illegal aliens are legal U.S. citizens, just like you and I. Therefore, they're going to be paid the same amount that you or I would. So there's going to be more jobs available to all U.S. citizens, and businesses are not going to be able to undercut minimum wage anymore. The second main argument against providing amnesty to illegal aliens is that they don't pay taxes. And the real issue with this is that they're using public utilities such as schools and roads, and they're not paying for them. So who pays for all these illegal aliens to use public utilities? Well, taxpayers like you and I do, and it's a ton of money. If you look in the link below, you can see some numbers on this, but it costs $52 billion per year just to educate the children of illegal aliens. So these kids are legal U.S. citizens and therefore have the right to free public education. But you and I are paying for it because illegal aliens aren't paying the taxes for it. So currently this is a huge problem, but once again, if we provide amnesty and make these illegal aliens legal U.S. citizens, this problem's taken care of. Because if they're legal U.S. citizens, they're going to have to pay taxes, and these taxes are going to cover the use of public utilities. So what do we do with these 11 million people? Well, as we talked about earlier, we can either deport them or we can provide them amnesty. So we got to secure the border first. Then what do? We need to provide them amnesty. That is how we solve the immigration problem.